What is up, woke family? It's your boy Wokey Bucks, and I'm back again with another video. So the topic that I'll be discussing in this video today is in regards to why marriage has ended in Black America. The one thing that you have to understand is that the society that we live in right now, especially when it comes to races in regards to at least Black people, right? It is encouraging the Black community to avoid getting married. Let me repeat that again. It is encouraging the Black community to avoid getting married. The mentality that most Black women have, most African American women have in the United States now, is to live as a strong, independent woman. And the thing you have to understand is that living as a strong, independent woman is going against what God has created for human beings to do, which is to live together, get married, have children, and to live a peaceful life. The one thing you have to understand is that with the rhetoric right now that it's okay for a woman to be a strong, independent woman and she should be equal to a man, and that apparently that there's a wage gap epidemic, even though the wage gap has been debunked multiple times, that it is okay to be functioning by yourself and that you should be having children out of wedlock in the form of having a baby mama or having a baby daddy, and that you should not be looking forward to getting married, right? The thing you guys have to understand is that all of this mainly started in the 60s, once the government incentivized Black women especially to hang on to welfare and child support and to chase the father out of the household, right? And by no means am I trying to blame the government, but the women in the situation, right, especially the African American women, decided to allow themselves to be finessed by the money, to allow themselves to use that money as a sense to completely eliminate the man out of their life and to move as a strong, independent woman. And the thing you have to understand is that in situations like this, you are encouraging women to be masculine and for men to be feminine. When you don't allow a man to take his masculine role that the Most High gave to him, you are encouraging the devil to work wonders in your life, or to work evil in your life. And I mean, not call it wonders, right? You're encouraging the devil to work evil into your life. And when the devil starts to work evil into your life, you're not going to see when bad things start to happen, because it's going to start to happen slowly and then it's going to go fast. The man is supposed to be that masculine mantle in the house. They're supposed to be taking care of everybody. That is supposed to be providing, while the woman is supposed to be that feminine figure that is a helpmeet, that is feminine, that is submissive, that can cook and clean. But the thing is that in this society that we live in right now, especially here in Black America, right, it is encouraged for the Black woman to be strong and independent, that dudes aren't worth anything. And the thing you have to understand is that when a woman says these things, you are literally shooting down a man's ego, especially if you have sons, if you have nephews, right? You are disrespecting them because you believe that it's okay for you to move as a strong and independent woman, right? And this is the thing at the end of the day. There's nothing wrong with you wanting to work hard, but in this situation, it is best for you to learn how to respect a man. And some people will use a reason for them not being able to respect a man because they didn't have their father growing up in their life. But this is the thing. A lot of people don't have their fathers growing up in their lives. And the thing is that they're still able to be functioning adults. Why? Because the thing is that they understand that there's certain things that they lack in their life, and they make a habit to want to be a better person, right? Everything comes down to habits. How you live your life, what you do in your life. You have to be able to make it a habit to learn how to respect men. You need to make it a habit to learn how to not be so combative. You need to learn how to make it a habit to not be in opposition towards being submissive to your husband, submissive to your boyfriend that you want to become your husband, right? You need to make it a habit to learn how to vet people out properly and to know the types of men that are actually going to be able to provide for you and the men that you would consider bad boys, right? The thing is that, especially here in Black America, right, Black women are attracted to certain things that a man has. First and foremost is the height. If you're not 6 feet and above, they don't want you. Physique. If you're not in the best shape of your life, they don't want you. Money. If you're not making 6 figures or above, they don't want you. This is the things, and it's like, with all of those requirements that the average Black woman wants a man to bring to the table, you have to be able to bring cooperation to the table. Being a helpmeet to the table, being submissive, being feminine, learning how to cook and clean. And these are the reasons, right? These are part of the reasons why the marriage rate in the black community is very, very low, right? It's roughly between 25 to 27%. I believe it's at 27%, right? That means if we had to estimate, one out of four black women in the United States is getting married, right? One thing you have to ask yourself is that why are all of the other quote unquote racial groups at a higher percentage compared to black people? Let's compare it to white people for an example. Why are white women getting married at a higher rate compared to black women? Some might say it's because they had two parents in the household. Having two parents in the household can make a difference, or it might not make a difference, depending on how active the parents are in your life, right? That would definitely play a role. But the thing is that whether you had two parents in the household or whether you grew up with a lot of men, you have to want to take interest in learning how a man operates, how a man thinks, right? Because men growing up have been conditioned to cater to the woman, treat a woman in a certain way, right? In a respectful way. Like if it rains, you put your coat on the ground and just learn how to treat a woman with respect. And the thing is that men have learned growing up that doing those things are only going to cause women to disrespect you. That's why you have to cherish yourself first. You have to put yourself first. But women have never really been taught growing up how to actually treat a man, or at least most women. On the scale, I would say from more white America, it's a little bit better in the sense that they've grown up with a lot more men, whether it's fathers, uncles, right? People from school, right? Guys, they've actually wanted to take that interest in learning about them. But my point is that you have to take interest in learning about the person that you're dealing with, the person that you're vetting out, so you can determine if that person is meant to be in your life. And then from there, let things happen in their natural course. If things are not working out, you have that conversation or have those conversations, and then from there decide what you want in your life. But you can't move about wanting to become this strong, independent woman and expecting a man to take you as you are. The type of society we live in right now, we live in this take me as I am mentality where you want a man to just completely simp after you, act like a simpleton, provide all the resources while you act like a modern day woman, right? You want a man to have six figures. You want him to be over 6 feet tall. You want him to be in the best physique of his life. You want him to be well spiritually and mentally, but you're not bringing anything to the table. No one's asking you to bring six figures to the table. All they're asking you to do is literally be cooperative, submissive, know how to clean and cook, right? That's not a lot compared to what the average woman would expect a man to bring to the table. But these are the reasons why black marriage is suffering in America. This is the reason why a lot of black women are not able to get married in America, right? You have to learn how to do these things in order to be able to put yourself in the best situation to succeed. See things for the way that they truly are. Fix your faults. Improve, because we all have faults and we all can improve in every way, shape, or form, right? And then from there, move forward and allow yourselves to be put in a situation where a man will actually want to marry you and things can move smoothly. Because the thing you have to understand about marriage is that marriage is not about love. Marriage is about opportunities to be able to help both yourself and your husband to prosper, to train your children in the ways of the Most High God, right? Because love is a feeling. A lot of people believe that love is a feeling, right? The real definition of love is God. God is love, right? So you have to do the things in your life that God would approve of, to be able to help not only yourself but other people to become the greatest version of themselves. That's going to happen if you're focused on Him and you do the things that He's called you to do. If you understand, it's because you're woke. If you don't understand, you're not woke. This is going to be the end of this video. If you like this video, make sure you go spam that like button, leave comments, share this video with your friends, subscribe to the channel at Wokebucks, WOKEEBUKS. Tap the notification button to get all the latest videos that I post. Patreon link will be down in the description below, so social media links, so make sure you go give those a check. Without further ado, this is going to be the end of this video. This is Wokebucks, and I'm out, man.